Hello again, everybody. We're going to take a look today at REALPOLITIKS II. It's a first look at this game. In fact, I just installed it. And what I like to sometimes do with these first looks is I like to experience it with all of you for the very first time. So you are experiencing it as though you have just installed it for the first time as well. So this is a really cool game. There's a lot of replayability available here. And on top of that, they're going to have mods as well. And this game's in early release. I believe it's like version 0.69 or 0.70, something like that right now. But it's a pretty well finished product. So there's not a lot of mods and things like that yet, but those are coming. So I'm excited about what this could mean because I can already see mods for other time periods. Like in the past, I could see taking on, Victorian era, taking on the U.S. Civil War era, even going back even further than that. But what we're going to do today is we're going to actually play the official tutorial. There are 3 scenarios available right now. There's the tutorial where you take on the role of the nation of Poland and learn the game, and that's what we're going to do here today. There's On the Brink of Tomorrow, which is where you can lead any existing country. I'm not going to leave it on that because he talks and I don't want to have him talking over me. You can take on any of the 200 plus nations on Earth and control every aspect of those nations. Or there's the pandemic aftermath, and that's where you take on 2021. And you can see there what that's all about. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the tutorial. And like I said, this is my first time doing it, so I have no idea what to expect. But if you like this and you want to see more like things like this, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd also invite you, if you're interested in history and historical sites, to check out my other channel, which is Vlogging Through History. There's a link in the description below, and I'm slowly migrating all of my historic site videos over to that other page. So click on that link and subscribe there if you're interested in seeing vlogs and videos from real-life historic sites. Okay, so here we go. Country is Poland, and we're going to just go ahead and select it because there's not really anything else we can select. We're going to go ahead and hit start. All right, young Clippy is an expert in giving friendly advice. He's eager to help you learn the basics of the game. Choose him. So you get to choose a prime advisor at the beginning, and whatever advisor you choose, if I understand this right, gives certain bonuses. So in this case, Clippy gives us an HDI plus 15, an AP income of 5, an army attack of 5, and a defense of 5. But there are, I think, dozens of advisors you can choose from at the beginning of a game. All right, so here's Poland. It is January 2nd of 2021. Your journey to total domination has officially begun. It's a century-long quest to become and survive as the global superpower. Your character and your political morals will be tested in the harsh reality of dubious alliances and political competition. Nothing's off limits. Yes, I am up to the challenge. Since it's dangerous to go alone, I will be here as your prime advisor. Let me choose my new staff. All right, Office of Foreign Affairs. We need to sign a new one. So AP income or relations with neighbors. Let's get that income. GDP growth or tax income. I'm going to go GDP growth. Army limit, same thing, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to go Diana Pulaski. Target unhappiness, HDI plus 5. Let's do that. Army maintenance cost versus missile attack range. Let's do maintenance cost bonus. All right. Hola, Presidente. Okay, we're speaking Spanish in Poland. Okay, that's cool. Your main goal is to assure the general good of the nation and expand its wealth and influence. You can look up your current population and its growth in the first section of the government category on the left panel. All right. So we've got top panel section of the screen. There you'll find our flag right there. Click on it to open the shortcuts menu. Score, money, action points, metals, fuels, rare earth elements, GDP growth, HDI, which is your technological and developmental level. And you do have a tech tree in this game, which is pretty awesome. It's from what I've seen, quite an in-depth tech tree, but I'm sure we'll be getting into that. So government, economy, military, province, and foreign affairs. The first 3 provide information about your country. The last 2 will inform you about currently selected province or country, including ours. On the right side, you'll see the map screen. There's different map modes, so units, relations, spies, buildings, etc. All right, as it usually goes when it comes to money, green means good, red means bad. So our monthly income is something we have to worry about constantly. All of these things up here, there's our score, our money, that's our total amount plus our income. We've got action points that can be spent, and then of course our resources, as we talked about. You just begun your first task. So our first task is to, can we move this out of the way so we can see it? I guess we just got to turn that off. Increase your current budget, raise taxes and wait, or take a loan. All right, sounds good. Let's take a loan. How much can we take? Max loans 57K. That's really not that much. Increase your current budget. Yep, we scored 100 points there. So let's zoom out a little bit. Kind of see what we can see. At the end of each month, your current GDP growth will increase the GDP of all provinces under your control. Higher GDP translates directly into the wealthier society. All right. Depends heavily on projects, which are our country's laws and technologies. So investment flow project is suggested. All right. So let's take a look. Very well. Money. Cool. All right. Click the Parliament section in the government category. All right, let's go ahead and click off of money and go to government. So here we've accepted cultures, which is just right now Polish. That's the only accepted culture. Accepted civilizations, Western. There's our action points. These are the factors that are impacting those things. There's our population, 407. I don't know what that factor is supposed to be. So Poland's got somewhere around 40 million people. So I guess maybe the first two numbers are how many millions there are. I guess. I don't know. Population growth 0.05%. All right, so let's take a look at what's available to us here in our project slots. Right now, it's only allowing financial system for a project slot. Click the Parliament section in the government building. Try lobbying enough parties, then check your tasks. So I guess we're going to do that before we worry about the projects. So here's our government. We have the radical center, we have center right, and we have center left. So we're going to try to lobby all of them, I guess. And then we'll go ahead and hit the play button again. Party lobbied, you can apparently only do that every 120 days. We'll see if those numbers go up at all. So now it's saying introduce the economic stimulus project from the financial system category in the projects window. So that's over here. Economic stimulus is right here. So the way this works is green is what you have already basically researched or unlocked. Economic stimulus is blue, which is blue is what's available, and the red ones are things that are not yet available. That's how that works. So eventually there will be something like 20 or more different categories that you can be focused on. So we're going to go ahead and temporarily boost the economy using that. And now, like I said, there'll be a ton of different categories here, and there's just really, really far you can go with this. You can go to things like future weapons and things like that. There's just a lot there. An important part of your job is to check various notifications. Great. Use the button to the right to switch modes or turn them off. Now we're not going to do that. So implementing project economic stimulus, we've got just a couple of days left and that'll be complete. We have colonization projects available as well. There we go, there's our stimulus. Kind of misjudged the opposition against the investment flow project. Looks like even the lobbying won't help us now. Sometimes parties will never agree on certain propositions. So change the strategy or wait for the next elections. We also have espionage, diplomatic actions, colonial actions, regional actions, leader speech we've unlocked as an action. Let's look at the projects again real quick. I guess we can go to investment flows, the only thing that's available right now. We don't meet the requirements, that's right. We have to have the HDI greater than 5, which we don't at the moment. So we're going to right-click on Warsaw and then left-click on Province Actions. And we're going to do a speech, which is under social actions. Interesting. So this is very cool. There's so many options of the things that you can do. I can really see that there's a lot of complexity to this game. And there's so many different directions you can go that can keep you coming back for a long time. So let's go ahead and give that speech. Let's see what that does to kind of sway people in our direction. Leader's speech action on Warsaw Province was implemented successfully. We addressed the opposition. Now the project has been implemented. Investment flow. Excellent. All right, so we're just kind of learning our way around things. We've completed all these. Nothing else is currently available for us. So we've gained 1 interventionism, 1 militarism, and 1 in personal control. As time flies by, and with it, political winds like to turn as well. Keep in mind that our current political system may change. There are 3 major systems: democracy, authoritarianism, and totalitarianism. Each one has different pros and cons, but the more radical the system, the more centralized the power and your freedom to rule as you wish, and the more cries for freedom from the seemingly oppressed citizens. All right. Current political system results from the combined values of interventionism, personal control, and militarism. All of them are within the 1 to 30 range. I'm the head of the Office of Foreign Affairs. Unlocked the action Defensive Pact. All right, so now we're going to click on the Czech Republic, I guess is what we're doing here. Right-click on the Czech Republic to unlock the Diplomatic Actions menu. Choose Positive Actions. All right, perform Gain Favor. Let's do it. Then right-click to open Cooperative Actions and do a Defensive Pact. Okay. Don't meet the requirements yet. I guess we have to wait. There we go. Now we'll be able to do the other one. We'll gain some money because of that. Defensive Pact. All right. So let's kind of zoom out and look at the map for a second. This is pretty cool. All right, I guess we can't do that for too long. Enough of this blabbering. I can't stand it. Pacts, mutual relations. This is all a piece of crappe. Excuse my French. Left click on a building construction slot. So, okay, so now we're going to get into building here. Open a buildings window by clicking on a building slot in a province. You've met the hot-headed Minister of Defense already. Okay, so let's build right here on the red waving flag. There we go. Choose barracks and build it. All right, cool. So let's just take a look. There's hospitals, international airports, prisons, rocket silos, defensive fortifications, and shipyards. And that's just in the security lane there. We've also got skyscrapers, universities, sports center, theater, leader statue. Every good country has to have a leader statue. A floating city, a parliament, and a United Nations headquarters. Under economy, we've got farms, tourist zones, market, stock market, garbage dumps, and cosmodromes. And then sawmills, factories, coal power plants, wind power plants, nuclear power plants. Open pit mine, mining shaft, oil well, REE extracting facility, offshore wind farm, mining platform, and there's costs and maintenance involved in every one of them, and every one of these buildings shows you the effect that it has for building that particular thing. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot here to really kind of take in. I'm just glossing over a lot of it for now just to kind of go through this tutorial and get an overview of things. We're building a barracks right here on our front lines. I don't know how long that'll take, if it tells us how long it takes. All right, we've completed our barracks. I guess we can close all these out. So now what's next? It's beautiful. Have you seen the shooting range? Have you seen the hangar? That's an amazing base. Go build me an army. All right, create 10 mechanized infantry, 5 panzer, and 5 air fighter divisions. Awesome. So we can do all of that here. So we don't need that many. 10 mechanized infantry. Here's our panzers. And again, you can see the costs and the maintenance involved in those things. There we go. And then we can, of course, upgrade barracks. So I would guess we could probably upgrade a lot of buildings. So we're creating ourselves an army. Are we going to invade the Czech Republic? Is that what's happening here? A little Anschluss. We can actually see up here everything that's happening, how long it takes to build each of these divisions. And just about done with all of it. Our defensive pact with the Czech Republic has 632 days left. So I guess we're not going to be invading them anytime soon. Working on our last air fighter now. All right. Wonderful. You can select an army by left-clicking on it and then order them to move somewhere else with a right-click. So our supply range is how far we can go from that particular building. I'm looking to see where that is. Oh, we click on the building, it'll show us the supply range perhaps. So assign, we got to assign a general now. Okay, cool. Hire a general from the personnel section. Personnel spelled wrong, but that's okay. In the military category, or by opening general section in the military staff window. Okay. All right, here's our military staff window. So let's hire ourselves a general. We've got the Army of Poland. We need a general. No generals available. Okay, we got to hire one. That's right. All right, it's going to cost us 4,000 in money and a number of action points. I think that's what these are, yeah, to do that. Patricia Stefaniak. All right, awesome. We can rename the generals. Okay, that's kind of cool. I can see possibilities for that, for being able to rename folks. Okay, awesome. We could also, if we end up playing through a campaign at some point on this game, we could also use our patrons as kind of our cabinet, like we have done with Hearts of Iron 4. By the way, if you've been following the Hearts of Iron 4 series, they did an upgrade, an update to the New Order mod, and now my saved game will not load. So that's why you haven't seen anything new from that lately. Hopefully we'll get that resolved at some point, but for now, no new episodes on that, unfortunately. All right, don't need to rename her. I think she's just fine with where we are. So let's assign that general. Awesome. And they get experience and traits. So man, I'm really impressed by the depth that is available in this game so far. I like just all the little things. They really just kind of didn't hold back in anything, did they? All right, we've hired our general. I see the old general's gotten into you. Hopefully you won't listen to his, to her craziness, but that's okay. Oh, now we can create a block. So we're going to add the Czech Republic to our block. Which was the random plane that's flying over? That's pretty cool. All right, Czech Republic. Block actions. Add to block. It's going to hurt our relations with Germany, so it looks like we actually can't do it yet. Lobby your parties again if needed. Okay. So let's go to government. Let's go to parliament. We're going to lobby our parties again. Then we're going to go back and try this again. Oh, we need our relations with Germany to be better in order to be able to do this. Okay, so now we need to do cooperative actions with Germany. What's the best way to do this, huh? Positive actions. There we go. Relations improvement. Okay. They didn't tell us to do that, but I feel like that's something we're going to have to do. Oh, I was clicked on Germany. Okay, that might have something to do with it. I'm an idiot. I can't add Germany to my block because that's not who I'm supposed to be adding. All right, let's try that again with the right nation, shall we? Add to block. There we go. That's why it wasn't telling me to do that. All right, let's see how that all works. We have 11 empty general slots right now. It's going to take about 10 days to finish adding the Czech Republic to my block. We still don't have new projects. I'm sure they'll unlock the rest of the project categories at some point for us. But we have added the Czech Republic to our block. All right, create a block of countries that you will lead. So there we have that. Block, who needs that? We can take them all. We're hardcore. Speaking of, do you know what core is? A core is a piece of rightfully our land. That's our temporary administration of the enemy. So this does have like being able to fabricate claims on provinces and things like that. That's all a part of this game. So now we're going to get into, it looks like, get into this espionage part of things. Hire a spy in the personnel section in the military category. So let's find where that is. Military, here we go. Army, personnel, here we go. Hire spies. We can also hire generals there. Give me a spy. Mark Helinski. I'm glad they all have like country appropriate names. That's pretty cool. Place our spy in the Kosis province. Wait until he or she gathers enough espionage points. Okay, again, you can rename the spies if you so choose. So now we've got to choose where we want to put the spy. Oh, so we can fabricate claims. Excellent. So where are we going here? We're going over here, right? So where do we go ahead and do that? Is it in? Nope, it's not there. Under fabrication of claims, under political espionage action. All right, so left click on your spy located in your capital. Is that our spy right there? There he is. Awesome. It's got that little spy symbol. That's pretty cool. So we're going to right click on the province that we have in mind. And then I guess we're just going to do espionage for now. Perform fabrication of claims in the political espionage action. Okay. So we're going to wait for our spy to get there, and then they're going to start building up those espionage points. Oh, and they can eventually get perks, too. That's very cool. I like that a lot. That's something we can do. So let's build up those espionage points. Generating spy points 20. Oh, and I guess they level up as well, which is how they get their perks, I would imagine. All right, we're into our fabrication of claims now. So let's go ahead and start that. Spend 30 of your spy points to increase the success chance by 20. So we're going to fabricate some claims on Slovakia. Let's go ahead and see how that goes and what happens with that. We're going to gain a core on the target province. I guess we're probably going to be sending our army there next is what's going to happen. Fabrication of claims espionage action of Kosis province was implemented successfully. All right. Now, I'm guessing we have an army. It's time to use it. Let's declare war and invade our neighbor and annex their territory. In order to declare war as an authoritarian country, we simply need to have low relations with our target. We can always use the insult diplomatic action if needed. All right, so let's move our army into position near the border. It'll take a little bit of time, not much. Okay. Diplomatic actions, aggressive actions, declaration of war. I don't meet the requirements. What am I missing? Our relations are too good. All right. Oh, we need the consent of the parliament. All right, so I guess what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to start, let's see. Send your army to Slovakia, engage enemy armies, and win battles. Lobby, we have to lobby. Okay, let's lobby. Oh, and here's the politics thing right now. It shows that we are actually in the authoritarian range right now. We're not quite to totalitarianism, but we're on our way there. So parliament, let's lobby them. And then let's go ahead and try this again. We can now do it. We have declared war on Slovakia. When two enemy armies meet in the province, a battle or war theater begins. Left-click on the war theater canvas on the map or on the relevant notification to open up a war theater window. Okay, that's cool. So here we go. Bond of Poland, units 46. That's us and the Czech Republic together. They've actually got a larger army than I do against Slovakia. So it's similar to what you see in Hearts of Iron. You can click on peace negotiations there. So I guess we should check out the war theater map at some point here. In battle, you can directly order your units, move them around to reach the most favorable positions. Note that there is friendly fire in each terrain tile between your units, and the target affects the territory. All right, let's get moving. So here, we actually get to control our troops in battle. That's what it was talking about. So this is really cool. I'm excited about this. This is quite an awesome thing, actually. Even if it's simple, it's control over what we do. And that's not something you often get in games like this. So let's go ahead. I guess we're going to have to move our tanks that way. Can we get our air power firing and fighting here? I don't know if this is happening in real time. Oh, I guess we're paused. Oh yeah, we got these guys. Can we move further across? Or are we kind of stuck with where we are? No, we can keep moving. The terrain's not the best for moving infantry. Let's move the infantry right here, actually. I meant to move the air power up closer, not the infantry further away. Oh, let's get around him. Yeah, that's what we should have been doing. We should have been outflanking this guy. We lost some of our air power. There we go. Now we're in business. I guess we can't move any closer. Poland won the battle against Slovakia. Awesome. I haven't seen my friends move their forces in yet, but that's okay. They've actually moved them up into oh, that is Czech Republic. Okay, it's all showing green because it's part of our friendly forces. So now we're going to start occupying the provinces, reach a maximum of 100% war score by occupying all enemy provinces. So it looks like that's what we're working on. He's only got 2 provinces. The Czech Republic has 1. We have the other. So we have a war score of 100 already. Let's go into peace negotiations. Oh, it's saying war score 0. Okay. This says 100%. Oh, I think we have to actually click on what we want. Maybe not yet. Okay, so we actually had to click on it, and then now we can select the provinces we're talking about. That's a 75% war score. Peace offer was accepted. Excellent. We have expanded our territory. We're able to secure our victory and annex contested territories. Our borders have expanded. Newly annexed provinces have a culture different than those normally accepted in our country. This will cause separatism. Negative bonuses. All right. Something we can deal with. Country destroyed. Slovakia. 3623. Do you know you can colonize unclaimed lands and even water provinces? Colonies can later serve as new military bases or economic points. Let me explain, okay? To start colonization, first we need to develop proper technologies and prepare people and equipment. Okay. So let's go back, I guess, then into our project slots. Now we still don't have that. Colonization section of the economic category. All right. So we have to begin. Click on the Wilkes Land province. Okay. All right, so we've completed one project. We've got to complete all these other projects: transfer facilities execution, international approval, forward base construction, transfer operation. So once we've completed all those, then we are able to go down and colonize Antarctica, which is what the goal is of all of this. All right, we're just now completing our last colonization project. I believe we've completed them all now. So here is the Wilkes land that we're looking for. We're going to right-click on it and perform the relevant action to colonize it. Maybe we have to do the water ones too. I don't know. Let's take a look. Yeah, we've completed all of those. Do we need to do the water colonization projects too? I don't think we do. All right, we're going to establish our colony in Antarctica. Interesting to see that Poland will be one of the first to do so. And I don't know what will be coming next, but we'll see how this works out. Watching it here, we've got 8 days left until that colonization takes place. I don't know if there'll be a next step or not. Let's see. Once the colony is established, the entire process must be restarted from the beginning. Additionally, you can scan water provinces for underground resources at any time. This is an option you can activate by right-clicking water provinces. Okay. Poland now controls part of Antarctica. It's about the only place we can colonize that isn't already be owned by someone else. You can build and invest in stock markets. Excellent. Stock markets are a building type. All right, so we're going to build ourselves a new stock market in Poland. Let's get back up to Poland. On an empty building slot. We've got plenty of those. Most of these don't have buildings yet. You can only have one building per province, I guess. Economy. Stock market. Let's do it. All right, we're just about to finish our stock market. There she is. Go to the building window and select stock market building. We did that. After it's built, set the appropriate stock index and click on the buy sell button to invest in your new stock market. Okay. We can rename the stock market. So you can name pretty much everything, which is really, really cool. So change the index type. Money, action points. So we can invest in any of these things. Okay, that's kind of cool. So, oh, it costs money. Okay, I got it. Doesn't look like there's anything we can set it at right now. Close market, buy, sell. Okay. Let's buy, I don't know. And you can upgrade said stock market as well. Wow, we gained a ton of score for that. Maybe that's just like the end of the game. Yep, tutorial completed. Awesome. So I'm excited about some possibilities in this game. This seems like the kind of thing I would definitely like to dive into more. But of course that means, who do I play as? What country do I start as? And what do I want to make my goal? I think there's a lot of different ways to win. There's obviously, we're just scratching the surface of what this game has to offer. But let me know your thoughts and drop a like if you would. But there's a lot to explore here. You can look at score, GDP, money, debt, etc. But let me know your thoughts. If you want to see me play this, let me know what country you think would be interesting. I tend to like to take a challenge in games like this, take on a country that, you know, is small or weak or needs a lot of work and turn it into a superpower rather than taking, you know, the US or China or Russia or just dominating the whole world. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts about that. And hopefully this is something we'll play more of. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.